Hey everyone, this is going to be your daily reading for, what is tomorrow? Friday, December 21st. Forgive me if I'm moving a little slow. I finally got myself back to the gym and I'm feeling slightly stiff today. So if I move funny, that's why. I'm so sorry. Um, let's get into the read, shall we? So today's rune is Othala, so it's the rune of the homestead, um, which I think is actually really nice. This kind of covers all matters concerning the home. So I think of things like stability. It can be finances as well, taking care of the home, rent, bills, utilities, all that kind of things. It also involves anyone in the home, so not only yourself, kids, spouses, you know, if there's elderly, parents, things like that. The people in the home and, the care they need and the nourishment they need, both physically, emotionally, mentally, all of that. So I think with today we are bringing focus back to essentially essentials, really. The homestead, its significance, its importance. Um, Whether it's a positive thing where you're expecting success and more security, or if maybe it's a little shaky and you need to kind of like batten down the hatches. I think there's going to be a big focus on us on the home, and either, you know, hopefully it's a good thing in that you're being blessed with more abundance at home and wellness at home. If that's not the case, maybe this is a moment to kind of take a step back and look at things and see where things are draining, whether it's finances, if that has to be tightened up, or if others have been asking too much of you, and you like, sorry, I got to take care of myself and my home before I can take care of yours. Like, you know, whatever the case may be, home is definitely going to be a big focus for us. Um, and I feel like not only for today, considering that Christmas is just days away now, where we are thinking about family and getting together and all the all those types of things, it's making it even more important um, than a regular than any other day or any other season. So just know, home is going to be very important. We're bringing our focus back. Woo. We're going to take both of those. So this is the Keepers of the Light deck. So if there's any issues at home or any blessings coming to the home and to what we need for our own security, we can get a look at, okay, we'll start there. I almost feel like I want more. We might pull maybe one more. Alright. So how appropriate. We were talking about Christmas. Here's Jesus. So appropriate. Symbol of forgiveness. So you are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. We also got Paul the Venetian. Experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Beautiful. We also got Diana. Focused intention. We've had Diana before. I think it's been a while, but we did have her before. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high. Oh, literally what we talked about yesterday. Expect the best possible outcome. Yes, always. Yeah, you know what? I want one more, because I feel like these two are connected, and I think there's some... Diana needs to be attached to something. There's one more coming out. While we wait for that one. Jesus and Paul coming out together, I think, are really about self. It's a look at, oh, there it is. It's a look at us, essentially. Forgiving where we feel like we've made a misstep. Forgiving where, we thought we were lacking. And then experiencing grace. Being able to look at that, not only forgive ourselves and be like, you know what, that's okay. There were reasons why you made that choice. There were reasons why you behaved that way. Now we're moving forward. What's in the past is in the past. If it was a wrong step, now you have the awareness to recognize it, and we're going to do things differently from here on out. And if not, now we're looking at it and we can re-examine it and just be graceful about it. Be able to accept it. You know, it was part of your story. It is part of your story. But that doesn't mean it has to dictate what happens from here on out. You know, what's written on the paragraph on the first page doesn't necessarily mean that's what's going to happen at the end of the book. It can change. It's a story. It's a narrative. It'll evolve over time. So if you have been feeling like something was wrong happening, or you made a mistake, or you could have done something better, know you did the best you could, and don't be so critical and hard on yourself. Really don't. So, Archangel Michael came out as our final card. Trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Yes! So you have focused intention with Diana telling you to set your sights high and expect the best. And then you have Archangel Michael that's telling you trust in the divine. Trust in your divine. Expect a miracle. Expect those high, high goals. Anything that could get in the way, hand over to the divine, trusting that they are going to take care of it. They are going to see past all of the obstacles and figure out a way to get this to you. Beautiful. Releasing what happened in the past, not being so harsh on yourself, and looking forward to a bright, bright future. Gotta love that. Okay, so let's clarify with some tarot. I'm using the Tarot Nuit. I think I just wanted to use this deck because we have the full moon coming up tomorrow, actually, on Saturday. Oh, I need to get myself ready for that. I'm so not. Oh, so yeah, so tomorrow's reading will actually be our full moon reading. Ah, exciting! Okay. I need to find like a moon tarot deck. That would be amazing. I think that'd be super cool. I'm sure there's one out there. If they have moon oracle decks, they can have a moon tarot deck. Oh, did you see that? It like came out and it went back in. That almost makes me think of our oracle decks. I wonder if there are a bunch of you are at that point where you like have the awareness, like you know what's going on or what happened in the past, and you're just not quite ready. I'm glad you have the awareness though. That's good. That's the start. You can't do anything without the awareness. I love this so far. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. We're going to stop there. Oh, some of us are feeling a little stubborn. Got the Nine of Wands. Feeling a little resistant. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. All right. Yeah, good start. So first set out. First card we have the Sun. Again, most positive, vital, life-giving card in the entire deck. So again, if there are any worries, let them go. Literally, the sun is on your back. There's no obstacle in your way. The light is shining for you. You also have the Knight of Pentacles. Forward movement. Might be slow, but it's steady, it's steadfast, and it's sure-footed. So you know where you want to go, and I promise you are moving in that direction. We also have the Queen of Cups, which honestly is a very trusting sign. Sometimes this card, you can't tell in this one, but sometimes the Queen of Cups is actually painted with her eyes closed. And usually her cup, the cup she holds in the image, is actually covered. Like here, this figure is like looking down and kind of holding back almost. So that was kind of why I said I think a lot of us are in our feels. Queen of Cups is very deep. She's very deep. She feels things on a very, very deep level. I would almost argue she feels things deeper than the King of Cups does. There's a powerful intensity in her, and she has fathoms and fathoms of emotions. So I feel like a lot of us are going through many, many layers of feelings and many, many layers of past that we've lived through, which I think is kind of stunting us in a bit. I think it's giving us a little too much information to play with. Especially if we're kind of, got our head hanging down, especially if we're feeling a little sad about it. Um, it's almost like we're taking in all this information and it's slightly skewed in a way to, a darker side. And then we got the Seven of Cups and the Hermit. So Seven of Cups, definitely getting too much information can be overwhelming. We've got all these things laid out in front of us. The things we did wrong, the things we could have done better, the outcomes that we weren't super satisfied with. I think the Hermit card is really, I'm almost picking up almost like Hanged Man vibes with it. This sense of like going through the dark, like walking through this cave to find the light, to like go and get the lantern and find your way back out of it. Again, the difference with the Hermit card is that usually there's assistance here. There's some type of guide. There's some connection to spirit that is helping you kind of find the way. I always think of like Buddha going and meditating in a cave for 100 years. It's kind of like there's someone who's walked this path who is trying to guide you. Someone's trying to lead you to the enlightenment. Leading you through all these extra cups that you're, looking at and being confused and distracted by. Because I think, so you have the Seven of Swords, which, could be someone lying, someone manipulating, someone taking something from you. I almost feel like this is you lying to yourself, because you have the Four of Cups, which is usually full of regret, sadness. I think this is, being regretful or embarrassed of things you've done in the past, things that you are now telling yourself, were mistakes, and honestly I feel like there's no such thing as a mistake, there's no such thing as a coincidence. We're on this path and we have this journey for a reason, and it plays out exactly how it's meant to play out. But this Four of Cups is what's hanging us up. That's what's keeping us stuck in there. Forgive yourself for whatever it is that happened. That's why I showed the Nine of Wands earlier. There's kind of a stubbornness, like, no, I fucked up, I shouldn't have done it that way. I'd be in a completely different place if I hadn't done that. And that probably is true, but where you're supposed to be is where you are right now. Where you were meant to be is here. So whatever got you here is a good thing. It should be something that is cherished. Woo, okay. Someone fell on the ground. Hang on. There you go. There you are. Oh, my little cushion. Stop that. Alright. Oh, wonderful. Ooh, even more wonderful. So you went from the Four of Cups, Four of Wands, again, solid foundations, gratefulness, thanksgiving. Could be marriage, just throw that out there. But again, Four of Wands, solid, firm foundations. Along with that, Queen of Swords. So strong discernment, really being able to take out the emotion. You have this, I feel like almost melancholy Queen of Cups. The Queen of Swords walks in and be like, hey sis, I get you're in your feels, but honestly take all of that away. That's what's confusing you. You're feeling too much. You're too attached to this. This isn't helping you. Take all this out. Really look at this. Look at this journey you've been on. Look where you were then when you made that decision versus who you are now, who you've become. You wouldn't be here now if you didn't go through what happened then. That's all you need to understand. That's all you need to look at. And know that you are on solid ground. We were talking about homestead and the home. Four of Wands is a solid foundation. You are standing on solid ground. Even if it doesn't feel that way, if you feel like things are shifting, because they probably are, which is usually when we feel the most vulnerable, know that you are on solid ground. You also have the Justice card on the bottom of the deck right now. So karma, reaping what you sow. If you put in honest intentions, they're going to come back to you. Temperance card, fusion, the combining of things to, create new. Patience. Oh, you are on the right path. Don't let your feelings, especially the sad ones, regretful ones, don't let them skew you. They are not guiding you in the right direction. They are confusing you. They're giving you too much to look at. Focus back in on your foundations. Bring it back to who you are now and where you're going from here on out. Don't get hung up on what happened in the past. Don't be looking at it and saying, I made the wrong choice. You made the right choice. You've got another queen, Queen of Pentacles, again, focusing on wellness. Focusing on what you need, what's nourishing you. Not what's draining you, what's nourishing you. You also have the Wheel. Things are changing in your favor. Luck is turning. You know, the blessings are coming. Things, again, are shifting. We already know this, but they're shifting for the positive. And then look at that. We already got the Queen of Pentacles. Now you've got the King of Pentacles. So it could be a counterpart. Could be someone coming in. You also have the Star underneath. Hoping for the best. Optimism, joy. Underneath that, Two of Wands. Setting those intentions. Again. Focus. Focus on the positive. Focus. This is your light. This Star card, this is the light in the Hermit. This is what's guiding you. This is your beacon. That best outcome. If you could pick what your life looks like, what would you choose? That's what's guiding you. Focus on that. And know that the choices you've made have been to get you closer to that star. Alright? It's shining and glowing just for you. So don't feel bad about it. Don't worry about, you know, the coulda, shoulda, wouldas, all the what ifs. Don't worry about it. Let all that go. Walk forward knowing you did the right thing. And knowing that maybe you didn't do the right thing, but you did the best you could. And that's all you need to do. That's what's important. Put your best intentions out there. Know what it is you want. Know what it is will make you happy. And follow that. That is the best you can do, and that's exactly what you should do. Whether it's right or wrong is debatable. What's right to one could be wrong to someone else. Doesn't matter. As long as you did what you thought was best. Alright, my loves. I love you guys so much. If that resonated, please give me a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Also, like and subscribe. I'm getting used to this YouTube thing. Getting there. But yes, if you liked today's video, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love to hear from you in a comment. And of course, if you want to reach out to me, I still have my discount going for any personal readings. $10 off, so instead of $50 for a half hour, it's going to be $40. All my contact information is in below. DM me on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot, or hit me up at my email. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, lovelies.